Hi everyone, my name is Oluwatosin and thanks for staying tuned. Today we'll be looking at a topic quite sensitive. A lot of people hardly talk about this, but it's something that we can relate to. This is a topic that has rendered a lot of families homeless, especially the women and the children. And I think that people that are involved in these problems or the people that cause these problems are probably either enjoying it or find happiness in doing it. But I, for one, believe in the order of things and I believe in the law of nature, which is sowing and reaping. What you sow is what you reap. So, without further ado, let's dive into today's topic. Dating a married man is what most single ladies or single mothers do when they are either lonely, need comfort, financial support, or basically for hookups. As a single lady myself, most of the guys that has approached me are either married men or younger guys. And for whatsoever reasons, I still can't fathom why that happens. So now, let's look at the reason why most single ladies and single mothers prefer married men. A lot of single ladies these days, I wouldn't use the word these days because this is what has been happening over time. I would say that most of those people do this because of certain reasons best known to them. But for the ones that I can lay my hands on is the fact that a lot of ladies prefer to live a flashy lifestyle and they don't want to sweat for it. They don't want to work for it. So they need someone who can provide that lifestyle for them. And how they can get it is what they do or go after. A lot of ladies believe that when you have sugar daddies, when you have married men, it will be easier to get that life that they want because they believe that most married men take care of ladies, they treat them well, they make them feel like a woman. I really don't know why that is the issue. So, how do they go about this? The only person who can provide that lifestyle for them, to them, is a married man because they don't want to sweat for it. Because if you must have everything in this life, it's either you work for it or someone provide that for you. Whatever you're seeking from, I think you can get it from any other place instead of having to look for a married man. Because one thing you need to understand is that you are breaking a home. If no one is telling you, you need to know that you're breaking a home. And if you're breaking a home, there's a consequences that you stand to gain when you're doing that. There's children involved and there's a wife involved. You don't know how far they've come to build that family and you showing up from nowhere because this man is probably handsome, is treating you well, is giving you all the things that you need, and you're thinking that okay, that is none of your business. Whatever happened to the family is none of your business. But you need to also consider the fact that one day you're going to have your own family, and you don't want people to treat you the same way you're treating others. So now a lot of people will tell you that it is fine, it is good because that is the life that everyone is living right now. So it is good, you can do whatever you want to do. But within you, search yourself if what you're doing is right or wrong. There is no point in dating a married man. There is no gain in dating a married man. Yes, it may give you all the things that you want, all the things that you're praying for. But the thing is, that is where it ends. It will never take you serious. In fact, the most time that you need his attention is when he's going to deprive you of that attention. His wife will always be the number one. You can, no matter what, you can't replace his wife. No matter the deception, no matter the attention you shower him, he will still choose his wife over you. There is nothing else he stand to gain from you than sex. Than sex, hookups, just to show off, and that is it. And that is why I normally just, look at the reason why a man will leave his wife and start looking for a younger girl out there to exploit his sexual fantasy with. I also think that the reason why men do this is because some of the wives don't try as much as possible to update themselves. They believe that because they are married, then they are established, they can do and undo, they can feel relaxed, they don't need to groom themselves, they don't need to take care of themselves, and so on. All these things can actually chase a man away. Because you're married doesn't mean that you should stop all the things that you used to do. Stop looking beautiful, stop taking care of yourself, stop updating your wardrobes, or stop making yourself look good. Men can see all these things. Sometimes some men may tell you, you understand? They may tell you when you're going wrong, and some men will not, because it's not all men that speaks out. But if you find a man who speaks out, it means that the man loves you. But it's not all men that do that. A lot of men would say, okay, well, of course, I think that she's relaxed, she's tired, and okay, let me just go out there and exploit my sexual fantasy. But I still don't see that as an excuse to cheat in a marriage. Because if you're doing that, you are affecting your wife, you are affecting your children, and there's a way that can bring downfall to your family, physically, spiritually, mentally, and other way too.